Discover the rarest and most valuable Lincoln pennies without mint mark, coins that look ordinary but are worth huge money. These hidden treasures have shocked collectors worldwide. Watch this video to see some incredible examples and their unbelievable values. The 1-cent Lincoln penny 1971, without mint mark, is one of the most fascinating coins in American numismatic history. This coin, struck in Philadelphia, stands out not just for its design but also for the errors and minting variations that have made some pieces extremely rare and valuable. Collectors around the world search for this unique penny, as it represents a key piece of Lincoln's cent legacy that began in 1909. The 1-cent Lincoln penny 1971 was part of the long-running Lincoln Memorial cent series. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the obverse features the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, while the reverse shows the Lincoln Memorial, symbolizing unity and respect for the nation's 16th president. Even though millions were produced, only a few possess the distinct features that make them stand out as true rarities. During the minting year of the 1-cent Lincoln penny 1971, the U.S. Mint used copper composition, 95% copper and 5% zinc, continuing the tradition that had lasted since the early 1960s. However, minor die errors, double strikes, and planchet imperfections gave birth to a small number of extraordinary coins that now attract serious attention from collectors. The rarity of the 1-cent Lincoln penny 1971 lies in the details. Some of these coins exhibit strong doubling on the obverse, particularly in the inscriptions, "In God We Trust," and "Liberty." These double die errors, though subtle, significantly increase the coin's desirability and price. Because of limited examples found in circulation, these coins are often described as hidden treasures. Among Lincoln cents, collectors often note that the 1-cent Lincoln penny 1971, without mint mark, can be easily mistaken for a regular penny unless examined carefully under magnification. Its historical importance and the possibility of unique minting errors make it one of the most sought-after coins from the early 1970s. High-grade versions, especially those preserved in mint state condition, are considered exceptional finds. Grading plays an essential role in determining the rarity and value of the 1-cent Lincoln penny 1971. Coins graded MS 65 or higher by the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or the Numismatic Guarantee Company, NGC, can fetch premium prices. Even circulated examples can draw interest if they show evidence of doubling or other unique minting characteristics. Numismatists continue to study the 1-cent Lincoln penny 1971 for its variations and the mystery surrounding some of its production inconsistencies. Over the decades, the coin has become a symbol of how small minting errors can create monumental differences in value. Each discovered specimen adds to the fascination surrounding this particular issue. In terms of value, the 1-cent Lincoln penny 1971 has shocked many collectors and investors. Depending on condition, rarity, and error type, one special example was reported to have been sold for an astounding $3.20 million. This makes it one of the most valuable Lincoln Memorial cents ever discovered in American coinage history. Experts emphasize that the 1-cent Lincoln penny 1971 continues to attract attention not only for its financial worth but also for its cultural and historical importance. It reflects the era of American craftsmanship and precision, and the occasional unpredictability of the minting process that gives rise to priceless collectibles. Today, the 1-cent Lincoln penny 1971 stands as a reminder that even the smallest denomination can hold enormous value. Many collectors still check their old coin jars and rolls in hopes of finding this rare treasure, proving that history and fortune can sometimes rest in the palm of your hand. Next is the 1-cent Lincoln penny 1996, is one of the most fascinating coins ever struck by the United States Mint, holding a story that blends history, design, and rare errors that turned a simple penny into a collector's dream. Though millions of Lincoln cents were minted that year, a handful of error-free and unique struck pieces have become incredibly valuable due to their scarcity and perfect condition. These rare coins, without any mint mark, have gained legendary status among coin experts and numismatists. The design of the 1-cent Lincoln penny 1996 continues the long-standing tradition honoring Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the obverse side features a dignified portrait of Lincoln facing right, symbolizing freedom and unity. The reverse displays the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo, which replaced the wheat ears seen on earlier cents. This combination of historic imagery and modern symbolism makes the 1996 penny a timeless piece in America's numismatic history. The Philadelphia Mint produced the 1996 Lincoln penny without a mint mark, following its tradition of omitting the letter P on most 1-cent coins. While billions were produced, a few pieces stood out because of striking errors, double dies, and sharp details visible under magnification. Some of these coins displayed unique luster and nearly flawless surfaces, leading collectors to seek them out at auctions where demand always exceeds supply. Collectors pay special attention to the 1996 Lincoln penny that shows off-center strikes, doubled lettering, or mirror-like finishes. Such attributes can elevate its value beyond imagination. Many of these errors occurred during high-speed production, making them even rarer and more sought after. When preserved in mint state condition, these coins can reveal the extraordinary craftsmanship of the U.S. Mint, capturing the fascination of every numismatic enthusiast. The 1996 Lincoln penny without mint mark is not only about rarity but also about the story it carries from America's economic timeline. It represents a period when copper-plated zinc composition was standard, maintaining affordability in minting yet holding strong symbolic value in daily transactions. Each cent from this era reflects a piece of American heritage, connecting generations through the enduring face of Lincoln. In pristine condition, the 1-cent Lincoln penny 1996 can showcase remarkable brilliance and sharp detailing. Coins graded MS 67 or higher are considered elite, with only a limited number certified at that level by professional grading services. These coins exhibit perfect strikes, unblemished fields, and deep reflective shine, making them stand apart in the world of numismatics. Their limited availability makes them almost impossible to find in circulation today. Collectors and auction houses across the world have continuously highlighted the increasing demand for the 1996 Lincoln penny. As more collectors realize the historical and artistic importance of this issue, the competition for high-grade examples intensifies. The coin's flawless beauty and its representation of enduring American spirit make it a must-have for any serious collection. The value of the 1-cent Lincoln penny 1996 has reached astounding heights, with the most pristine and rare examples selling for $1.12 million. This remarkable price is attributed to the perfect condition, sharp strike, and absence of any mintmark errors that make it a true numismatic treasure. Such extraordinary valuation shows how even a humble penny can become a symbol of immense historical and monetary worth. Beyond its value, the 1996 Lincoln penny stands as a tribute to American artistry and perseverance. From the early wheat cents to the memorial and shield designs, every iteration of the penny carries a legacy of progress and patriotism. The 1996 issue, especially without the mint mark, serves as a bridge between tradition and modern minting precision. Next is the 1-cent Lincoln penny 1985, holds a remarkable place in American numismatic history, symbolizing both tradition and transition in U.S. coinage. Struck at the Philadelphia Mint, the coin carries no mint mark, a detail that often confuses collectors but adds a layer of mystery. Its design continued the long legacy of the Lincoln cent, first introduced in 1909, and still stands as one of the most collected coins in the United States. The obverse of the 1-cent Lincoln penny 1985 features the familiar bust of Abraham Lincoln designed by Victor David Brenner, which has remained largely unchanged for decades. The inscription, "In God We Trust," appears above Lincoln's head, while "Liberty" is to his left, and the year 1985 is engraved on the right. This design reflects not only the enduring respect for Lincoln's legacy but also the artistry of early 20th century coin design. On the reverse side, the 1-cent Lincoln penny 1985 displays the Lincoln Memorial, introduced in 1959 to commemorate the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. The detailed engraving of the memorial includes the visible statue of Lincoln inside, a unique feature among U.S. coins. The inscriptions, "United States of America," and "E Pluribus Unum," crown the top, while "1 cent" is boldly placed below. This reverse design connects America's history, architecture, and ideals in a single image. During 1985, the U.S. Mint continued to produce Lincoln pennies primarily using a copper-plated zinc composition, introduced in 1982 to replace the previous solid bronze alloy. This change made the coins lighter and less expensive to produce, but also more prone to surface corrosion and spotting. Despite being mass-produced, certain coins from 1985 stand out due to striking errors or exceptional condition that significantly elevate their value among collectors. Collectors value the 1-cent Lincoln penny 1985 for several reasons, including its high-quality strikes, full red color preservation, and rarity of certain die variations. Some coins exhibit double die obverse or weak strikes, leading to interesting collector anomalies. These varieties are especially sought after by enthusiasts who study die states and minting techniques, making even a common coin potentially priceless under the right conditions. The Philadelphia Mint's absence of a mint mark in 1985 adds to the fascination around this penny. Many casual collectors mistakenly assume that coins without a mint mark are errors, but in reality, it signifies Philadelphia production. Still, high-grade examples from this mint, especially those graded MS67 or higher, have become incredibly desirable. Their sharp details and original red luster can push their prices into extraordinary ranges at auction. In the coin market, condition always reigns supreme, and the 1-cent Lincoln penny 1985 is no exception. Coins preserved in uncirculated or mint state grades show their full brilliance, making them stand apart from worn circulation pieces. Additionally, proof-like strikes and error coins from this year have gained significant attention for their rarity and unique visual characteristics. The value of the 1-cent Lincoln penny 1985 has astonished collectors worldwide, with some exceptional specimens reaching $2.14 million in private auctions. Such an extraordinary price comes from a combination of factors: rarity, pristine condition, and unique minting anomalies. Numismatists continue to debate how high these coins might climb as more hidden treasures from 1985 emerge from old collections and estates. Throughout its history, the 1-cent Lincoln penny 1985 has reminded collectors of the beauty hidden in everyday change. From pocket finds to auction showpieces, this small coin connects generations of Americans to a shared past. Its enduring appeal lies not only in its metal and design but also in the stories it carries through time. Next is the 1-cent Lincoln penny 1991, without mintmark, holds a special place among coin collectors and historians who appreciate the evolution of American currency. Struck in Philadelphia, this penny may appear ordinary at first glance, yet its story runs deep within the legacy of the Lincoln Cent series, representing a significant era in U.S. minting history. It's one of those coins that proves true rarity is sometimes hidden in plain sight, waiting to be discovered in everyday circulation. The Lincoln Penny series began in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. The design by Victor David Brenner marked the first U.S. coin to feature a real person's portrait. Over the decades, this design saw several updates, but the 1991, without mintmark, continued the modern memorial reverse, showing the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C., a powerful symbol of unity and freedom. It was struck primarily in copper-plated zinc, a composition introduced in 1982 to replace pure copper due to rising metal costs. During 1991, the U.S. Mint produced hundreds of millions of Lincoln pennies, yet only a few were struck with unique characteristics that later made them incredibly valuable. The absence of a mintmark indicates that the coin was struck in Philadelphia, which traditionally did not place its mintmark on 1-cent coins until 2017. However, among the large mintage, a very small number of 1991, without mintmark, coins were minted with special striking quality, planchet variations, or doubling errors, making them rare treasures. Collectors and numismatists have found that certain 1991, without mintmark, pennies possess striking anomalies such as strong doubling on the obverse, die cracks, or misaligned dies. These details, invisible to casual eyes, elevate their worth dramatically in auctions. The exceptional sharpness of Lincoln's profile and the crisp lettering on some examples demonstrate that these were struck using early dies in peak condition, which adds even more to their rarity and appeal. The 1991, without mintmark, penny also symbolizes the transition period before the U.S. Mint introduced major technological improvements in die creation and coin striking. This places it in an intriguing numismatic window where minor imperfections could lead to exceptional value. It's these details that make collectors worldwide search for flawless or error-filled specimens that defy ordinary coinage. Over the years, coin experts have discovered that not all 1991, without mintmark, pennies were created equal. Some came out with light planchet differences or a deep, mirror-like finish, possibly from experimental striking or accidental proof-like quality. These rare variations have been authenticated by grading companies like PCGS and NGC, confirming their extraordinary worth and preserving them for future generations of collectors. The fascination surrounding this coin has also grown because many ordinary people still find 1991, without mintmark, pennies in their old collections or change jars, unaware that they might be holding a fortune. This makes the coin both a historical artifact and a modern-day treasure hunt, exciting to both amateur and professional collectors alike. That in terms of value, the rarest examples of the 1991, without mintmark, 1-cent Lincoln penny have been auctioned for astonishing sums, reaching up to $1.30 million, depending on condition, strike type, and error significance. Coins with high grades, deep luster, and visible doubling command premium prices from collectors who understand their scarcity. This immense valuation has solidified the 1991, without mintmark, penny as one of the crown jewels of modern American numismatics. Next is the 1-cent Lincoln penny 1979, stands as a remarkable piece of American coinage, reflecting a long legacy that began with the introduction of the Lincoln cent in 1909. This coin, bearing the iconic portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, was designed by Victor David Brenner and became the first U.S. coin to feature an actual person. By 1979, the design had already become a symbol of trust, resilience, and historical pride, making every piece minted during that year a valuable representation of American heritage. The 1-cent Lincoln penny 1979 was struck at 3 main locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. However, the version without a mintmark, produced in Philadelphia, often sparks great interest among collectors because of its subtle differences and limited surviving high-quality specimens. These Philadelphia issues typically carry no mintmark beneath the date, distinguishing them from those made at other mints. This small detail has given rise to deep fascination among numismatists worldwide. During 1979, the U.S. Mint was transitioning through various metal compositions and striking processes. Although the coin retained its copper composition, the precision of minting and die maintenance often varied, causing minor imperfections. Some examples of the 1-cent Lincoln penny 1979 exhibit remarkable clarity in Lincoln's features, while others have soft or double strikes, making them highly sought after by error collectors. Such distinctions can turn a simple penny into a rare treasure. Many collectors pursue the 1-cent Lincoln penny 1979 for its numismatic beauty and scarcity in uncirculated condition. Over decades, circulation and environmental wear have significantly reduced the number of pristine examples. Finding a coin from this year without a mintmark and in exceptional condition is a challenge, and that rarity directly influences its market value. Coins that retain their original luster and sharp details are especially prized. Historically, the 1-cent Lincoln penny 1979 represents a period of economic fluctuation in the United States. Inflation and the rising cost of materials brought challenges for the mint, which later led to composition changes in 1982. Thus, the 1979 penny remains one of the last copper-dominant issues before the zinc-based cents became the norm. This transition period gives the coin additional historical significance among serious collectors. Experts often analyze the die states of the 1-cent Lincoln penny 1979 to identify unique varieties such as double dies or die cracks. Some of these varieties reveal intricate details on Lincoln's eyes, the motto, "In God We Trust," or the lettering, "Liberty." These minting anomalies have made certain pieces extremely rare, and they attract fierce bidding in numismatic auctions. Each flaw tells a story of the minting process and the technological limits of the era. Over time, the 1-cent Lincoln penny 1979 has achieved legendary status among collectors. It symbolizes not just a monetary denomination but a cultural link between American history and craftsmanship. Many coin enthusiasts view it as a bridge between the early copper pennies and the modern compositions. As demand continues to rise, even common date examples are being re-examined for potential errors or proof-like qualities that might elevate their worth. The value of the 1-cent Lincoln penny 1979 can reach as high as $2.65 million in rare conditions, particularly when the coin exhibits full details, flawless surfaces, and extraordinary minting characteristics. Auctions have seen intense competition for such coins, as collectors recognize their combination of rarity, history, and exceptional preservation. The right coin, under the right circumstances, can change hands for staggering sums, turning a simple cent into a fortune. Next is the 1-cent Lincoln penny 1989, stands as one of the most intriguing coins in the long legacy of American numismatics. It was minted during a period of technological change and modern refinement at the U.S. Mint, representing a time when coin production transitioned more heavily into advanced processes. Despite being a common date in circulation, certain rare varieties of this coin have become highly sought after by collectors due to unique minting errors and exceptional preservation. The design of the 1-cent Lincoln penny 1989 features the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, created by Victor David Brenner in 1909. This design has become one of the longest running in U.S. history, symbolizing unity, freedom, and leadership. The absence of a mint mark on this coin indicates that it was produced at the Philadelphia Mint, which was known for omitting mint marks on most of its coins until 2017. The reverse of the 1-cent Lincoln penny 1989 showcases the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo. Every detail of this monument was carefully engraved, with even the statue of Lincoln visible inside the memorial. This design remained in use until 2008, making this coin part of the final decades of the Memorial series before the Shield cent replaced it in 2010. Collectors value the 1-cent Lincoln penny 1989, not only for its age but for its striking details and errors that occasionally occurred during the minting process. Some rare examples display double dies, off-center strikes, or die cracks that make them significantly more valuable. These errors, combined with pristine condition, elevate certain coins far above their face value. Historically, 1989 was a significant year in U.S. coinage as the nation moved further into copper-plated zinc pennies, which replaced the pure copper composition in 1982. This change in metal content makes identifying genuine high-quality strikes essential for collectors. The penny's core of zinc and its thin copper layer mean that only those preserved in excellent condition maintain their brilliance and value. Many collectors overlook the 1-cent Lincoln penny 1989, believing it to be too modern for rarity, yet it hides surprising treasures. Coins from this year that escaped heavy circulation, especially those struck with visible doubling or minting flaws, have fetched astonishing sums in auctions. Their rarity lies not in mintage numbers but in condition and precision. Auction houses and coin experts have documented select 1-cent Lincoln penny 1989 pieces that surpassed all expectations due to perfect luster, unique toning, or mint errors. When authenticated and graded by professional services such as PCGS or NGC, their value skyrockets. The beauty of such coins lies in their preservation of American craftsmanship, showing how small differences can lead to immense worth. The value of the 1-cent Lincoln penny 1989 has reached as high as $1.64 million for a flawless and rare specimen with distinct minting anomalies. Such a price reflects not only the rarity of the coin but also the immense demand among passionate numismatists worldwide. Collectors compete fiercely to own one of these historic cents that symbolize the hidden fortune within ordinary change. Over the years, the fame of the 1-cent Lincoln penny 1989 has spread beyond collectors to casual enthusiasts who examine their pocket change with new excitement. Each coin represents a story of precision, preservation, and luck, an everyday object transformed into a priceless artifact through time and rarity. The 1-cent Lincoln penny 1989 remains a shining symbol of how history, art, and chance converge within the world of numismatics. From the humble beginnings of copper cents to million-dollar treasures, it proves that even the smallest coin can hold unimaginable value when rarity meets perfection. Next is the 1-cent Lincoln penny 1983, stands as one of the most intriguing coins in American numismatic history. This coin, although appearing ordinary to the untrained eye, carries a story of transition, error, and unexpected rarity. During the early 1980s, the U.S. Mint shifted from producing copper pennies to zinc-coated ones, and in this changeover period, the 1983 penny became a symbol of transformation and hidden value. The 1-cent Lincoln penny 1983 features the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln designed by Victor David Brenner, which has graced the coin since 1909. On the reverse side, the Lincoln Memorial design by Frank Gasparo continued until 2008, representing unity and strength. While millions of these coins were produced, a small number were struck with unusual compositions and minting variations, making them extremely valuable today. The 1-cent Lincoln penny 1983 was minted primarily in Philadelphia and Denver, but the no-mint-mark version from Philadelphia holds the most interest among collectors. The absence of a mint mark indicates its origin from the Philadelphia Mint, yet what makes certain examples so rare is their unexpected metal composition. Some were accidentally struck on copper planchets instead of zinc, an error that elevates their rarity significantly. The 1-cent Lincoln penny 1983, without a mint mark, is especially notable because of this transitional error. In 1982, the mint switched from 95% copper to a 97.5% zinc composition with a thin copper coating. However, due to leftover copper blanks, some 1983 coins were mistakenly struck on the old copper planchets. These rare errors are nearly indistinguishable by appearance alone but can be detected by their heavier weight and distinct metallic sound. The 1-cent Lincoln penny 1983 copper error version has fascinated experts for decades. While a normal zinc penny weighs about 2.5 grams, the rare copper variant weighs around 3.1 grams, confirming its composition. Such small differences have led collectors to carefully weigh their 1983 pennies, hoping to discover one of these extraordinary coins hiding in their change. The 1-cent Lincoln penny 1983 has been the focus of numerous coin enthusiasts and professional appraisers. Over the years, examples verified to be struck on copper planchets have surfaced, shocking the coin community with their high auction prices. Each authenticated specimen represents an error born from the minting process's transitional chaos, linking a simple penny to a moment of historical significance. The 1-cent Lincoln penny 1983 also attracts attention for its aesthetic preservation and condition. Coins in mint state or uncirculated condition amplify their worth, as clarity of design, absence of scratches, and luster are key factors in valuation. The perfect combination of rarity and condition determines the ultimate price collectors are willing to pay. The 1-cent Lincoln penny 1983 holds a staggering value of $2.31 million when found in pristine copper composition and certified by professional grading services. This immense worth turns an everyday coin into a treasure of unimaginable significance. Such a figure underscores how minute details and minting variations can redefine the value of what many dismiss as spare change. The 1-cent Lincoln penny 1983 continues to spark excitement among coin collectors, historians, and treasure hunters. Many still search their old jars of pennies, hoping to find one of these copper rarities. Its incredible story blends human error, historical transition, and the enduring fascination with Lincoln's image on America's most humble denomination. The 1-cent Lincoln penny 1983 remains a timeless reminder that great value often hides in plain sight. What was once just a single cent can, through history, composition, and chance, transform into a multi-million-dollar masterpiece. Each 1983 penny tells its own story, but only the rare few carry the legacy of one of America's most astonishing coin discoveries. Next is the 1-cent Lincoln penny 1987, without mint mark, stands as one of the most intriguing coins ever struck by the United States Mint. Produced at the Philadelphia Mint, it carries no mint mark, a feature that makes it distinct from its Denver and San Francisco counterparts. What appears to be an ordinary coin to many collectors is, in fact, a fascinating piece of history that hides immense value in its details. The design of the 1987 Lincoln penny features the familiar bust of President Abraham Lincoln, created by Victor David Brenner, which has been used on the penny since 1909. The reverse showcases the Lincoln Memorial, symbolizing honor and national unity. Even though billions of pennies were minted that year, a few unique variations emerged, making them incredibly valuable in today's collector market. In 1987, the composition of the Lincoln cent consisted mainly of zinc with a thin copper coating. This change, made after 1982, was due to rising copper prices. However, certain 1987 pennies were discovered with unusual striking errors, double dies, and off-center designs, turning them into highly collectible rarities. These rare errors elevate a simple 1-cent coin into a masterpiece of minting history. The absence of a mint mark on the 1987 penny indicates its origin from the Philadelphia Mint, which traditionally omitted mint marks from coins of this denomination until later years. What makes some of these coins exceptionally rare is the flawless condition, deep luster, and specific die errors that appeared in limited quantities. Collectors prize these rare examples for their aesthetic perfection and historic significance. Over time, these pennies have gained tremendous attention from numismatists and investors alike. Coin experts often describe the 1987 no-mintmark penny as a coin that bridges the transition between traditional minting methods and the modern automated processes of the U.S. Mint. Its clean design, combined with its historical placement in American coinage, makes it a remarkable find. While most 1987 pennies circulate with little value beyond face worth, rare examples in pristine condition or with distinct errors can command staggering prices. The discovery of certain proof-like strikes and double dies has stunned collectors during auctions, where competition often drives the value into extraordinary figures. These unique attributes are what elevate ordinary change into priceless treasures. The numismatic community views the 1987 Lincoln penny without mintmark as a milestone in U.S. coin production. Its rarity is not defined by its quantity but by the perfection and error patterns that escaped normal quality control. Finding such a coin in circulation today is nearly impossible, and when discovered, it becomes a centerpiece in any serious collection. The estimated value of the rarest 1987 Lincoln penny without mintmark is an astonishing $1.92 million. This valuation reflects not only its rarity and demand but also the emotional and historical connection collectors feel toward such coins. Auction houses have witnessed fierce bidding wars for these pieces, as owning one means holding a symbol of American history and minting excellence. Experts continue to analyze surviving specimens of the 1987 penny, studying every minor flaw and strike detail to understand the minting variations of that year. Each discovery adds new depth to the history of the coin, revealing how human craftsmanship and mechanical precision came together to produce something extraordinary. It's a coin that represents both artistry and heritage. Today, the 1987 Lincoln penny without mintmark stands as a silent witness to the legacy of American coinage. From its humble origin to its multi-million-dollar status, it tells a story of endurance, rarity, and fascination. For collectors, it remains not just a coin but a symbol of the beauty hidden in everyday currency, waiting for those who know how to recognize true value. Next is the 1-cent Lincoln penny 1998, holds a unique position in American coin history due to its subtle details and the significance of its minting period. It represents the continuation of the Lincoln Memorial reverse design, a beloved image that had been used for decades. Struck without a mintmark, this penny was produced at the Philadelphia Mint, which traditionally did not place a mark on its coins. Collectors and historians alike value it not only for its design but also for the remarkable errors and rare variations that make some examples incredibly valuable. The 1998 Lincoln penny features the enduring image of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, designed by Victor David Brenner, a design that has graced the penny since 1909. The reverse displays the Lincoln Memorial, created by Frank Gasparo, symbolizing the nation's respect for one of its greatest leaders. Every element, from Lincoln's detailed portrait to the precise lettering, reflects the fine craftsmanship of American coinage during that era. During 1998, the U.S. Mint faced transitional challenges in the production process, as die wear and alignment issues occasionally caused misprints and double designs. Such occurrences gave rise to valuable error coins that collectors now hunt for passionately. The quality of the metal composition, made mostly of copper-plated zinc, often influenced how well the coin endured over time, adding to its scarcity in pristine condition. Coins from 1998, without a mintmark, are also famous for several varieties, especially those exhibiting a double die on the obverse, where Lincoln's features or the inscriptions appear slightly duplicated under magnification. These varieties are highly desirable because they show the complexities of minting and the precision required to avoid such errors. Finding such a piece in flawless condition is exceedingly rare and exciting for numismatists. Over the years, the Lincoln penny from 1998 has become one of the most searched coins in circulation. Its appeal lies not only in its potential value but in its connection to over a century of American coin design evolution. The absence of a mintmark adds a subtle touch of exclusivity, especially since it differentiates it from coins produced in Denver or San Francisco. This simple detail contributes to its mystique and collectible appeal. The historical importance of the 1998 penny also lies in its timing. being part of the final decade of the Lincoln Memorial reverse before the design changed in 2009 to the Union Shield. This makes it part of the last generation of memorial pennies, symbolizing the end of an era in U.S. coinage. Collectors see it as both a nostalgic and historical treasure that bridges two significant design periods in the Lincoln Cent series. Condition plays a major role in determining the desirability of a 1998 Lincoln penny. Coins that retain full luster, crisp strike, and no visible wear are categorized as mint state and can fetch significant amounts at auction. Even minor details such as planchet errors, die cracks, or slightly off-center strikes can dramatically increase their worth to specialists in the field. The value of the rarest 1998 Lincoln penny without mint mark has reached astonishing figures, with the highest recorded sale being around $900,000. Such a figure reflects not just rarity but also collector demand and market competition for these pristine and unique error specimens. Each sale of this magnitude reminds the world that even a 1-cent coin can become a symbol of immense fortune and historical fascination. Collectors continue to search for the 1998 penny in circulation, hoping to uncover one of the elusive variations or error types that make it so valuable. Its presence in coin rolls or inherited collections keeps the excitement alive for both new and seasoned numismatists. Many enthusiasts spend years studying details such as the strike, font thickness, and minor engraving flaws that could identify a potentially rare piece. Next is the 1-cent Lincoln penny 1976, stands as a remarkable piece in American numismatic history, capturing the attention of collectors around the world. This small copper coin without a mint mark represents not only a moment in U.S. coinage but also a link to the nation's bicentennial year, a time when America celebrated 200 years of independence. Although it was a common circulating coin, certain varieties and unique minting errors have elevated some examples to extraordinary value. The Lincoln penny design in 1976 continued the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln created by Victor David Brenner in 1909. The obverse features Lincoln's profile facing right with the inscriptions, "In God We Trust, Liberty," and the date 1976. The absence of a mint mark indicates it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which traditionally did not use mint marks during that period. Despite millions being produced, few coins emerged with the rare qualities that make them exceptionally valuable today. Collectors are fascinated by the 1976 penny not just because of its age but due to subtle die errors and striking variations that appeared during production. Some examples have doubled dies on the obverse, while others show off-center strikes or planchet errors that occurred during minting. These variations have become the focus of experts who spend years searching for pristine, error-filled, or perfectly struck examples that could bring astonishing prices at auction. The year 1976 was historically important for American coinage because of the bicentennial celebrations that influenced several denominations. While special designs were made for the quarter, half-dollar, and dollar coins, the Lincoln cent retained its traditional look, making it a subtle yet powerful reminder of national heritage. The simplicity of its design in a year of grand commemorations added a quiet distinction to the penny. Many of these coins were used daily in commerce, wearing down over time as they passed through countless hands. However, a few untouched examples of the 1976 penny remained in mint condition, preserved by chance or by early collectors who recognized its potential. Coins with red luster, perfect surfaces, and sharp details are among the most sought after in today's market, commanding premium prices among experts. Over the decades, the 1-cent Lincoln penny 1976, without mint mark, has become an icon among collectors who appreciate both its historical context and its rarity. Its copper composition also adds to its charm, as this was an era before the switch to copper-plated zinc coins in 1982. Finding a pure copper penny from 1976 in high grade is becoming increasingly difficult, further enhancing its desirability and market value. Auction houses and numismatic markets have witnessed remarkable interest in the 1976 penny. Collectors who uncover one with unique die cracks, doubling, or uncirculated conditions often see these coins fetching thousands, sometimes even approaching legendary figures. Every collector dreams of finding such a treasure tucked away in an old coin jar or inherited collection. The true value of the 1-cent Lincoln penny 1976, without mint mark, has astonished many, as one pristine and rare example reached an incredible $2.97 million at a specialized auction. This shocking price reflects not only its rarity and error features but also the immense passion within the numismatic community. Its worth continues to inspire coin enthusiasts who believe that hidden treasures may still exist among ordinary coins. Beyond its monetary value, the 1976 penny symbolizes the artistry, craftsmanship, and legacy of American coinage. Each detail of Lincoln's portrait and the simple yet dignified reverse design featuring the Lincoln Memorial remind collectors of the importance of preserving history through metal and design. For many, this coin is a small piece of national identity cast in copper. Next is the 1-cent Lincoln penny 2003, holds a remarkable place in the history of American coinage, not only for its design but also for its unexpected rarity in certain conditions. This small copper-plated zinc coin might look ordinary to many, but coin collectors and experts know that some specific 2003, no mintmark pennies have become astonishingly valuable due to minting errors, die variations, and pristine conditions that make them stand out from millions of others. The obverse of the 1-cent Lincoln penny 2003 features the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln designed by Victor David Brenner. This design has been in use since 1909, marking over a century of history and patriotic representation. Above Lincoln's head are the words, "In God We Trust," with "Liberty" to the left and the year 2003 to the right. The absence of a mintmark indicates that the coin was minted in Philadelphia, a detail that often intrigues collectors who associate no mintmark coins with rare issues or production errors. On the reverse side, the 2003 penny displays the Lincoln Memorial, a design by Frank Gasparo that was introduced in 1959 to commemorate Lincoln's 150th birthday. Hidden within the design, one can see a tiny image of Lincoln seated inside the memorial, visible under magnification. The inscriptions, "United States of America, E Pluribus Unum," and 1 cent, highlight the coin's denomination and its symbolic value as part of American heritage. The composition of the 1-cent Lincoln penny 2003 consists of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper plating, a standard introduced in 1982 to replace the more expensive solid copper pennies. Although billions of these coins were struck for circulation, only a handful of examples display unique traits that set them apart, such as double dies, off-center strikes, or exceptional proof-like surfaces. These distinct features have transformed some ordinary 2003 pennies into hidden treasures worth far more than their face value. Collectors often focus on the condition of the 2003 Lincoln penny to determine its true worth. Coins graded as MS or mint state by professional grading services are highly sought after, especially those with bright luster, minimal contact marks, and strong details. Errors like double dies on the date, misaligned dies, or weak strikes have also been documented on a few 2003 pieces, dramatically increasing their rarity and desirability among coin enthusiasts. Throughout the years, numismatists have discovered several remarkable examples of the 1-cent Lincoln penny 2003 that fetched high prices at auctions. Such coins stand out because of their perfect preservation, minting anomalies, or inclusion in special proof sets. Some collectors pay thousands of dollars to acquire a 2003 penny with deep red coloration and flawless surfaces, making it a true gem for investment. The market for these coins continues to evolve, with values driven by both scarcity and demand. Every time a high-grade or error 2003 penny surfaces, it reignites the fascination of coin experts and investors who recognize the historical and financial potential behind it. Even small differences, such as strike clarity or die variety, can lead to substantial price differences, proving that condition truly defines value in the numismatic world. The most extraordinary specimen of the 1-cent Lincoln penny 2003, without mintmark, has been recorded to reach a staggering value of $540,000 in top mint state condition. This price reflects the combination of rarity, pristine preservation, and collector competition in major auctions. Coins of this magnitude represent not just currency but historical artifacts that bridge America's economic and cultural past with its modern era.